on, everybody? It is the Fusion Struggle Podcast. We are back with another episode of StoryTime, if you will, with the host with the most, Son Rondu, and your boy. Ghost, you want to say something?
There's a lot to say. Hi, I'm Ghost. I mean, you already said my name. There you go. Yeah.
Okay, so last Fusion Struggle episode, we had talked about SummerSlam, and amongst a couple other things.
SummerSlam predictions.
We talking about our predictions, what was going to happen at the event. We were totally stoked and, really excited about this event and what was to come. But, some things happened.
Shit happened.
Yeah, a lot of things happened. So, yeah, this is, I guess, first story time interlude. Yeah.
So before we get into the whole nitty gritty and details of everything, so here is the original plan, the original itinerary of what was supposed to happen, and then we're gonna get to what actually transpired. So the idea that we mutually agreed on, that we planned out and everything was copacetic, everything was good, is that Rondu was going to fly from Tampa to Chicago on what day was it? The 7th?
The
5th.
Yeah,
a week ago.
Yeah, a week ago. Initially the 5th.
So, yes. So he was gonna land here on August 5th around 10:45, 11 a.m. Central Time. Cool, because the plan was he was going to fly here. We were probably gonna get some quick to eat, and then we're gonna go on our way towards Detroit, because it's gonna take about 4 to 5 hours to get there. And that's actually pretty good, considering that people are gonna be leaving from work and traffic's gonna build up, construction, weather, yada yada yada. So whatever, everything is cool. We booked the hotel, we got our tickets, everything was good to go. All we had to do was show up. Now here's what really happened.
So I woke up around 5 in the morning, and get up and use the bathroom, because that's what every normal human does. I got a text message. Let me pull up my receipts. I got a text message around 5:30, 5:45-ish, saying that we are sorry, but your flight has been delayed. Once again, I was supposed to depart from Tampa from 8 o'clock a.m. to arrive to Chicago around 10:45, right in the morning. So my flight then was delayed until 12 p.m. to fly out of Tampa, and I wasn't going to show up into Chicago until 1:55 p.m. Right? So I'm sitting here thinking to myself, fuck. Okay. Well, 4.5 hour drive, not initially too bad. We might just have to skip lunch and just go, right? We'll just get food at the concession stand or whatever, right? That's just how my thought process was. So
I was on the same wavelength. When you called me about the first delay, I was like, okay, you know what? We'll probably skip the check-in at the hotel.
Oh, also skip the check-in. Yeah.
Yeah, we were gonna do the check-in, but because of the first delay,
because
we're like,
the crazy thing is,
mind you, the key word was first. So we
keyword first.
We're gonna just blaze by lunch. We're just gonna blaze by the check-in and just go straight to the stadium. Still making good time. I mean, okay, cool.
Because with all that, had I shown up around 10:45-ish, we at least would have had a good, for both of us, maybe a good 30-45 minute nap at the very latest. You know what I'm saying? But that didn't happen. So I texted Ghost my new flight information. Said this updated just now, August 5th at 5:51 a.m. Right? So
mind you, I was already in a funky mood because of my own shit, but I was like, you know what? It's gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be okay. It can't get any worse, right?
So then I get to the airport around 11:30ish, maybe. Not merely making too much bad time, right? Oh, I'm lying. I got there around 10:42 because that's exactly when I got the text message. I remember this because I'm going up the goddamn escalator to go to arrive at my gate, to go through TSA, to then walk to my gate or whatever. So then I get a text message. Southwest flight, blah blah blah, August 5th from TPA now departs at 1:50 p.m. We're sorry for the delay. So then, instead of me flying out at 1:50 p.m., I am not arriving to Chicago until about 3:45, 3:50ish. I said, fuck. Again. Called up Ghost. I said, brother, these niggas delayed my flight again.
He did not say it verbatim like that, but the tone of his voice told the whole story, and I'm like, oh no.
Well, okay, I didn't aggressively use the N-word. I said motherfuckers. I mean, I still curse the guy. I mean, fuck it. I mean, Southwest, y'all owe me.
Too, so.
We're gonna be honest here. But yeah, so but still, like, I was still pretty pissed off because it's like, bro, we cannot miss this event. For both of us separately, it's been about 15 to 16 years since we've both been to a live WWE event. For me, I was 9 years old, and for Ghost, it was WrestleMania 23, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so like, for both of us, it was so long, and to finally have this opportunity to share the same like space and atmosphere, it was gonna be like this is a story time. Like, this is another memory for the records, you know what I'm saying? So finally arrive into Chicago, literally damn near in the back of the fucking airport, right?
Which I don't get. Which
I don't understand either. Like, literally in the back of the airport. And for people who have been to O'Hare, it's fucking huge. Okay?
O'Hare is huge.
O'Hare is fucking huge. It damn near took me, because every time I thought I was in the front of the damn airport, I had to keep walking. It took me at least a good 20 to 25 minutes, 15 to 25 minutes to like just get out the damn building, right? Or just make it to the front. Yep. So I have like bad like heels, essentially. I have this thing called plantar fasciitis. So it's because of the arch of my foot. So my feet, because I was fucking speed walking damn near trying to get to the front, so my feet were fucking killing me, specifically my left foot, right? But I'm just like, you know what, it's SummerSlam, you're gonna be all right. Fuck it, the pain is worth it, you're going to make it. Call Ghost. I'm like, bro, just let me know where you're at. I think initially you were already there, but you had to make a circle. You had to like kind of circle around.
Yeah, again. I had to circle like maybe 4 or 5 times because O'Hare is huge. They're always doing construction. Yeah. I didn't even know if I was at the right side of the airport because it just changes every time I go there.
Yeah. But, so like, there was a lot going on, and on top of that, it was raining. Let's not forget that it was raining. So finally, make it to the front. I call him up. I'm like, yo, I'm out here. Where you at? And he's just like, I think this is like the last time you had circled again. And we immediately saw each other. I'm like, oh, I see you. He was like, all right, cool. Let me just kind of, because you had to like pull up in front of like 4 other cars, but we made it though. Yeah. I jumped in the car. I said, nigga, let's go.
On me.
So I think at that point, oh my God. And I'm gonna let you take this part specifically because it was just so funny. So, I mean, it wasn't funny, but it was funny. trying to get out of fucking Chicago. So, yeah. So I finally get in the car. At this point, we're booking it. So I'm gonna let you take from when we're trying to get out.
So we got Rondu. We're trying to get out. Like I said, O'Hare is huge. Like the airport itself is fine, like big in itself, but the surrounding perimeter of O'Hare, period, it extends acres. So you have like expressways surrounding the airport, trying to get out, and it's just kerfuddled. Now at this point, people are leaving work. People are going into Chicago. I hit Chicago traffic for a little bit, which it is what it is. Whatever. It's starting to rain again. Now we're about to go through Indiana, which I don't like going through at all. Don't care what it's for. I'm just like, let's just speed through Indiana, but you can't do that because sheriffs are out there. So we're speeding out there. This is a good keynote. So along the way to Detroit, actually this morning, the morning of, I already told Rondu this as well, that since we're going to Michigan, I like to stop off at my favorite dispensary or like their chain around there. It's on the same route going to Detroit, so you're not going out of your way for this. I placed the order in the morning. They can hold it for 36 hours for whatever reason. I couldn't pick it up today. I'm like, cool, whatever. But if it's along the way, I already placed the order. All I gotta do is do curbside, pay, and skedaddle on. So we're going through Indiana after picking up Rondu. Around the time it's like 4:30-ish p.m. The show starts what I thought was gonna be either 7 or 7:30 p.m. Central. The show starts at 6:30 Central. So by the time I picked up Rondu, the show was gonna start in 2 hours. That didn't click in until we were driving through Indiana. We got hungry. I'm like, yo, we need like a little bit of snack or something because we're gonna be driving for like 4 more hours from this point. Because I had the GPS going towards the dispensary first. They're talking about, okay, you'll probably get there around 8:30 p.m. Okay, cool. Like we're kind of trucking along or whatever. Because the distance from the dispensary to Detroit is probably gonna be like 40 minutes. Okay, not bad. I'm not really sweating it. We're gonna skip check-in. We're gonna go straight to the stadium and bada boom, bada bang. We got some food in our stomach where the excitement is coming back. We're still hitting traffic. We're hitting routes that the roads are closed on. We're in the hood of Indiana / Chicago. I'm like, bro, I ain't never been over here. And there's good reason why I'm not over here. So we're in Indiana. We got some food. I used the bathroom. We're feeling pretty good. We're in the car. By chance, I was like, what if we don't do the dispensary? We just go straight to the stadium or whatever. So I plugged in the directions for that. I feel like both of our hearts collectively sunk to the bottom of the floor. They're talking about we weren't gonna get to Ford Field until 11:30 p.m. And it shocked us because I totally forgot that there's a time difference for Michigan. So they're an hour ahead. So essentially, we were going to miss the entire event. We got our food. We're over here just quiet. I'm like, let's just start driving and see what the fuck happens. Like,
and you know what?
I'm
sitting here trying to be like the voice of hope and encouragement. Like,
he really was.
I'm sitting here just like, dude, listen. Even if we don't make some of the matches that we wanted to see, like at least we can try to make the main event. And by how we were driving, you know, and it's not even how we were driving because we were making pretty decent time for the most part. Like it was just the traffic and then the rain, the weather conditions was getting worse. So with that was also the traffic was building up and people were starting to slow down and shit. So that's what kind of made it worse. But with all that, you know, I was trying to be the voice of reason, not even the voice of reason, just the voice of hope. Like, listen, even if we don't make it, at least we can try to make the main event. If we can make the main event, then you know what, we're good. But by how it was just looking, I just spit everywhere. But how it was looking, like it didn't seem like we were gonna make the main event. And at this point, we're watching SummerSlam.
Yep.
On
Because it's
Ghost's
showtime
phone.
now.
You know, and like there were certain points when we were driving and stuff. Like there were points like even though we were watching the full screen, like low key would just look and just see how far. It was like, you know what? No, like the time didn't change. So we were just like, you know what? Fuck it. Like we're just gonna just have to miss it. So I think we practically missed the entire card at this point, right? Because we're still fucking driving. And
right.
so,
We've been driving forever. So
yeah.
A couple of more like detailed things inside of this drive. As we're watching the show, Rondu and I we're trying to crack jokes just to lessen the fucking saltiness that both of us was consuming, because we should have been there. We're over here like, how did this happen? Like, this doesn't make any sense. So even at this point, as we're driving, I'm like, what if, like, since the dispensary is still on the route to Ford Field and I can still technically pick it up, what time would we make if for some reason we missed the entire card? If we got a little za, that's fine. Whatever. We'll just smoke outside and we'll be cool. Right. Like, we'll get some sort of half W from this. So I'll plug in the dispensary directions again. They're gonna close at 9:02 p.m. and the dispensary closes at 9. So there's no way I could even pick up the order, and it was a hefty order, of just chilling out. Even if we missed the entire card, I'm like, I can't even do that. So at this point, Rondu's like, no, we need a little something. I'm like, I feel you, but So we're looking around for nearby dispensaries.
Yeah.
And we found one literally on the cusp of closing. We were like the last ones there, and they let us in. So we got a little za. Rondu got a little za. I didn't, because I already had my fucking order. I'm cool. I'll just pick it up tomorrow.
Had to get a W some way.
Exactly. I'm like, dog, do what you gotta do. I'm cool. Just, especially I'm driving. Listen, I need to be sober. Regardless if I'm pissed or not, we still got some hours to drive.
Yeah.
And me smoking and driving is not a good combo. I don't care what kind of strain y'all trying to give me. Don't give a damn. I am too paranoid sober. So I'm cool. So we're driving. Half the car done went by. We're over here looking at Cody Rhodes and the wall, and oh my god, it was the most painful, just heartbreaking whoa we've ever done. Guys. And again, shout out to you, dog, for being the voice of just positivity and the beacon of light, because my ass was not having it. And y'all know me, I love to be positive and a peachy king and all that. I said fuck all that, like this makes no sense.
Yeah, and like, but as we were like still driving, at this point it's like pitch fucking blackout, and for some reason Detroit doesn't like to have lights on their highway. So
I mean, it wasn't like the highway; it was like the country.
Yeah, like it was, not the highway. I don't know why I said the highway, because at this point we're like damn near like like you said, we're in the country,
in the woods and shit.
We're in the woods. So. Yeah, so I was like, damn, it'd be crazy if like we had like a Harold and Kumar moment, and cause bro, like at this point, how everything was going, even trying to get to the dispensary, it really felt like we were in a Harold and Kumar fucking movie, or just rather a scene. So I was like, damn, it'd be crazy if the car broke down, right? And he's like, nope, shut the fuck up, because I don't want to put your business out there like that, but there was a little something going on.
Yeah. I've had my car for 10 years. Beautiful thing. I love my car to death, but it's on its last fucking legs. And I'm trying so hard not to put too much more money into it, and I'll just get a new car. But this was like the last time I'm doing a long trip with my car. But throughout the entire time driving, I'm like, be on your P's and Q's. Monitor the car. If something seems or sounds out of whack, do what you can to whatever. Because if it was just me in the car, hey, whatever. I got someone else's life in the car, so I gotta be 2 hands on the wheel, which is something I don't do. I drive with one hand. But I'm doing two hands. I'm like, Rondu, I don't need you to say Harold and Kumar because I'm paranoid. And I'm like, God forbid a fucking wheel come off or we get a flat or whatever. Because mind you, we're on a road that is dark. There's construction in and out. It's raining. Could be a fucking sheriff or a bear across the way. I'm not trying to, nah, bro. Like, let's just get there. All I want to do is just get there.
Bro.
In one fucking piece. So, I've been to Detroit before. And when I'm on the expressway, I'm like, oh, okay, like, this is a unique expressway because it has, like, blue construction beams instead of, like, any other color, like, I guess around here, like, not like beige or black. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That means Ford Field's over there. And I'm like, dog, put in the directions for Ford Field, because I have a hunch that it might just be right down, like, where we're going anyway. He put in the directions, and Rondu said, dog, we're like 13 minutes away.
13 fucking minutes.
I said, say less. Put them directions in and we're gonna try. Because the main event didn't happen yet. The video package was gonna be like a good 4 minutes. Roman Reigns was gonna take 12 years to walk down the ramp. So I'm like, dog, we can kind of make it. This is our last glimmer of hope, dog. And we already had like 3 of them. So this is the last hoorah. So I'm over here. I think Rondu caught me doing this, but I kind of put the pedal to the metal after he put in the directions.
Oh no,
like,
dude! As soon as I put the directions in, the fucking car, like, even though the car, oh god, they're doing fucking yard work. I'm sorry. Yeah, after I had put in the directions, like, the fuck, you took off. Like, it was to the point where I thought the wheel was about to pop off on my side.
Why?
The front passenger, because it was doing like little things, but I was like, fuck, he's going really quick. But long story short, we found a garage to park, and it was literally right next to the fucking stadium. And I'm like, bro, we made it. Ghost is speed walking. My foot is still fucked up, but I'm making it, bitch. I'm doing it. Okay. They're trying to give out C4s, free C4s and shit. I mean, I took like 2 of them, even though I didn't take them with me, which I'm kind of upset about.
Sponsored, by the way.
You know, we get in there. We had went to the back, which we thought was the front, but they was like, oh, you gotta go to the front. It's on the opposite side. So at that point, we're juking it, right? I'm gonna let you take this part, bro. This is.
Mind you, we're still looking at the whole card like on our phone.
Yeah, we hear Roman's music.
Can see, right? Roman's music hit. We heard a little bit of pyro from outside. I'm like, oh shit, like it's about to happen. All we gotta do is just go in. Don't give a damn, right? We finally get to the front, or at least where they were taking tickets. And mind you, there were some people leaving the stadium, right? I took notice of this, but at the same time, I'm like, there are always like people that would try to leave beforehand to try to beat traffic, yada. It's a lot of people. I understand that. Cool. So that really didn't affect me as much. I'm like, they just trying to beat traffic. Cool. Fair on to them. I'm going inside. So we get to the front, and I think I asked the question, are we still able to get in? And the lady that we were talking to said, no, we stopped taking in tickets around 10:30 p.m. So a whole hour ago, they stopped taking in tickets, and we're like, there was a moment of silence for like 10 to 15 seconds. We didn't say anything. We kind of just looked at each other like, dog, this is not meant to be.
And like,
we literally, like, we can just sneak in at this point,
but then also, like, have you ever been so disappointed or so sad to the point where you just start laughing? That's what we started doing. And I had called my my girlfriend right after they had like said we couldn't go in, and I'm like just like laughing
because now we're doing the walk of death, not the walk of shame. We're doing the walk of death.
Yeah, like I was like, I was like, bro, I want to scream. It was so bad. And so Yeah, I screamed, fuck, really loud, and people were looking at me, and I didn't care. It was that bad. So we're still walking. We're just like, there's no fucking way we didn't make it. We were right there, literally right outside the Coliseum. We're hearing pyro, Roman's music, like we're hearing the whole nine. And so Ghost is like, collectively, when we get inside the car, we're both going to scream. And I was like, well, look, I already let out a good 50%. So I'm cool with another 50, right? Make it to the car. Told my girl I'd call her back. And we just let loose, bitch.
My God.
We just go off. Like, it got so bad to the point where I started tearing up. And I looked over, like I kind of looked over at Ghost a little bit, and I can kind of see he was trying to fight back tears because he's wiping his eyes, trying not to cry. Like, it's heartbreaking, but it's so funny because it's like we tried our damnedest to make it, and I'm just like, you know what? We may as well watch the rest of the fucking match. I do what I did. I opened up, you know, the stuff I got from the dispensary and just let loose. Yeah, and we just drove to the hotel while watching the match. And I think we ended up getting there. There was like, we sat in the car for I think like 5 to 10 minutes, finishing the match, just in silence. Didn't say not a word to each other. And then I think before we had checked in, wanted to like grab some grub right quick or whatever. And so,
because I saw a Subway that was still open, lights was on. So we turned around after sitting in the car for like a good 4 or 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, let's get the Subway and then we'll finally check in. The Subway's closed now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, just defeat is not the word. Like, this is a sabotage. This is a straight up setup. Cause there's just no way this entire string of events happened today. Like, it felt like we were just in a fever dream. Literally a Harold and Kumar situation.
Yeah, that's literally what it was. Like,
so we got gas. Yeah. Rondu went inside, got him some snacks. Me, I'm like, I'm too fucking I don't know where I am, like, metaphysically or even physically. I'm not hungry. I just want to check in. We didn't check in until like 12:45 to 1 a.m. So we
mind you,
in the hotel. Go ahead.
Sorry, and like, mind you, like, my flight wasn't leaving out of Detroit until 6. So meaning we had to leave the hotel like around like 4:15, 4:30ish, because it was about
like 3.5 hours.
Yeah, because it was like a 35 minute drive to the airport. I only got like an hour of sleep. We both had got up, but we still kind of like dragged ourselves. Like, we dragged like for a little bit. Didn't get there until about 5:30. Oh my god. We didn't get there till like 5:30, and my
their airport's kind of weird too. But as far as like how to get to departures and shit like that, because I missed it once and I had to circle around.
Yeah.
And then that's when you woke up, or you were stirring a little bit, and I saw the sign, dropped you off, and I'm like,
yeah, because the last because they were finishing boarding around 5:45. So I didn't get there till we didn't get there till like 5:30. I damn near almost missed my gate. I was the last person there. But I made it, fortunately enough, and thus concluded our story. I ended up making it home. Disappointed.
Let's give some bonus information.
Oh yeah, what else?
Some POV shit. Mind you, okay, so I think before, what was it? I think it was maybe before I left my place to go to the airport to pick you up, when your flight got delayed the second time, I was like, did you check, or would you check if you can possibly just fly straight to Detroit and not O'Hare? Just so, like, if you can do that, I'll just leave right now.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? That's also crazy because my girl said the same thing. But here's the fucked up part, right? So I did go and check to see if I could just fly to Detroit. And I don't know if I told you this. I might have, or I might have told somebody else. But long story short, I wouldn't have made it there until like 11:30.
Yeah. I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, so I wouldn't have been able to make it there till like 11:30 midnight. Those are the only two flights that I had saw. And then I had talked about because they said that there was another one. Regardless, I would have been late.
Yeah.
So we would have missed damn near half the card. But honestly, if I'm being really frank with you, I was honestly this close from just telling you to just go without me.
And you know what? Like, throughout the day before I left, I was like, what if Rondu can't make it? For some reason, I feel extremely... I would have been feeling extremely guilty if I would have went by myself. That just would have been weird. The thing about it, too, is that I also thought about, like, a plan B, like a solid plan B. This is around the time we were about to, like, arrive in Indiana and started driving through there. I was like, if we're not able to make it, what's a good solid plan B? What if we just chilled in Chicago or something like that? Just try to make the most out of the situation. We couldn't even do that because Rondu's flight is in Detroit. So we have to go to Detroit regardless of anything because I gotta bring him to the airport so he can go home. It's just like, oh.
But you know what we probably should have talked about that anyways to see if I can switch my flight from leaving out of Detroit to just leaving out of Chicago. Because I already paid for my flight. So what's already, something that I could switch up doing. But it was just, I think it was the fact that we were just so hell-bent on trying to just make it to the event that we didn't think about any other plans. We didn't think about, we didn't, put our minds together to see, like, how can we, switch up and try to do something different, but,
Right. Because, again, this is, like, 16 years in the making for us to see another live event. And for me, it's in the same building for the first time that I saw it. So I'm like,
so it's
this
nostalgic
carries a lot
for
of
him,
weight for... Exactly. This carries a lot of weight for both of us. I'm like, we gotta try. Like, our damnness, whatever. So, let me tell you what I was going through on the way back. It wasn't bad, but it was just like... So after I dropped off Rondu at the airport, I went back to the hotel to try to catch a nap for like a good 2 hours maybe, because now it's like delirium. I've been up since like 6 or 7 that morning, previous morning, driving for 7 hours, dealing with the rain, dealing with the sorrow, sadness, destruction, everything. Dropped off homie, came back to the hotel, check out at 11. I still didn't pick up my bundle from the dispensary. Now it's on the way home. But they don't open until 11 a.m. So I'm like, okay, from the hotel to the dispensary, because it's on the way home now, how long would that take? It's about a 2-hour drive. Okay, leave the hotel at 9. I got back to the hotel around like, I think 7 a.m. The sun coming up and shit. I'm like, this is not helping. Usually this will perk me up. I'm just sad. I'm putting on a sad playlist in the car. I'm like, this is fucked up. I need to purge this some way. So I was sleeping in the hotel for 2 hours. Checked out, easy peasy. People are up for breakfast. In my mind, I said, good for y'all, but fuck y'all. Y'all don't know what I went through. Don't talk to me. But started driving to the dispensary. 2-hour drive. Traffic. Construction. On and off rain. I was like, am I in Bermuda Triangle? Like, what's going on? Went to get my shit. Picked it up. From there to home is another 3 hours. I'm like, Jesus Lord. Now I'm like, I don't want to drive for a week straight. I don't care. So now I'm driving home. Now I'm in Chicago. I had never been so happy and ecstatic for Chicago traffic, because I'm used to it. I'm like, I'm back. Okay, I made it back home. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm going straight to Taco Bell, buying a gang of shit, going home, turning off the lights, cranking up the air, taking off all my clothes. TMI, don't give a damn. I'm a grown-ass man. I'ma smoke something and cancel out the rest of my day. Mind you, I got in like at 3 p.m. I'm like, don't give a damn. I'ma smoke something, eat the Taco Bell, go to sleep. If I wake up, eat some more, smoke some more, go back to sleep. I'm not doing shit. I'm gonna just be in this dark room about to cry and just try to process everything that happened. I texted Rondu, I'm home. He texted me that he's back in Tampa. I'm like, dog, we will reconvene at a different time. But we both just need to.
I left my stuff that I got.
And he left his pre-rolls. So he got 2 pre-rolls at the dispensary we went the day of.
And they were so cool too.
Yes,
like,
they were.
The people were cool. They were cool as hell because I didn't have enough. Like I didn't have change or whatever. But it was like, bro, we'll cover it. And then they gave me another one. So I was like, all right, yeah. But I left my shit in his car. And I was just like, man, just hold on to it for me. I don't know I don't know if you smoked it already, but I was just like, bro, just hold on to it for me.
No, but here's the thing, right? Because I knew you had 2, and I'm like, because I found the one that was in the cup holder. I'm like, oh, okay, well he left like one of his pre-rolls, whatever. He has the other one. It wasn't until I started driving from the hotel after I checked out, something rolled underneath my seat or rolled out from underneath my seat. I'm like, what is that? And it was the container for the second one with the whole pre-roll in it. I'm like, I feel so sorry for Rondu because he left both of his pre-rolls in my car. And he needed this way more than I needed it. But, I mean, if you want some feedback, I don't know if you got 2 of the same thing or were they both different?
No, they're different.
They're both different, so I gotta let you know which one, because I finished the one, I think, last night. It was strong than a motherfucker. God damn, it sat my ass down real fast.
Oh, God.
So, I don't know if y'all can see, but right over there is the other one. And in that yellow bag is my bundle that I haven't even opened yet, because I don't, to be honest, like, I don't care if y'all smoke or drink, whatever. I'm a grown-ass man, okay? I'm not gonna judge you, whatever. But, I
do it
usually don't smoke
responsibly,
that much,
though.
but I bought enough for a year, so I'm cool.
We will be back with another Fusion Struggle episode, but we just wanted to hit y'all up with this quick story time. We may even make this a video. I don't know. I actually might, but I'm fucking backed up with videos and life is kicking my ass, so, you know. We'll
Y'all
see.
know my story, so I don't have to say it again.
So, all right, we appreciate you guys listening. This has been eventful. Reliving trauma is great. The amount of money that we both
Fuck! And usually,
we hope you guys have a great
it's not
day.
even about, it's not
Love
about
you.
the money, but we definitely lost some money on this one. I'm sorry, do the outro, my fault.
Nah, it's fine.
crying
Like,
outside.
I had plans.
I'm okay. I'm alright. Do the outro. You got plans?
If you guys like the kind of stuff that Ghost puts out, you guys can follow him at.
Oh my god. You just go to glitchgrave.com. I would say follow me on Twitter, but low key I haven't been on my personal account in a long while, and I don't even know if I want to be on Twitter anymore or social media. So just go to glitchgrave.com. Go to YouTube, the channel. I'm usually over there. Or join the Discord. Talk it off. But yeah, if you wanna know more about the man himself, the sage Rondu, and all of his shenanigans and all the plethora of videos that are coming your way very soon from him, you can find him.
You can find me on YouTube, Son Rondu, SONNRONDUE. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm a very cryptic individual. You know what I'm saying? All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna go back to doing my thing, and I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
intrigue. See, this is why you gotta go subscribe to the channel so you can know what he's talking about.
Yeah, it's kind of depressing if you go on my Twitter. But anywho, we love you guys, and we'll see y'all soon. Peace.